I think Jose's value to this team is a little bit underrated. I mean, the fact that he can play short and second base in a pinch when he's not over at the hot corner is huge, because it's not easy to give your starting shortstop a day off here and there. It's such an important position, but he can play there and give Den a rest every once in a while.
Now ball missing down and away. They set up way outside there, 2-2. And no doubt. And at third base, it's been every day with Zach Wilson sidelined. So here of late, it's been just third. The 2-2. Breaking ball grounded to shortstop. It rolls to Rodriguez, and he'll fire it to first in time to end the inning. Revs go down 1-2-3 in the second. We go to the third. York and Somerset still scoreless.
This is Doug Sprinkle, sales manager at York Mitsubishi, and I'm here to introduce the biggest nothing you've ever heard of. It's time for Nada Zip Zilch. That's what you pay in finance charges over 72 months on some of our most popular Mitsubishis, like the amazing all-new Eclipse Cross, the 7-passenger Outlander, and the ever-popular Outlander Sport. And to top that off, have a worry-free summer in your new Mitsubishi with no payments for 90 days. Gas prices got you down? Check out the high-tech, best-selling Outlander PHEV plug-in hybrid, rated at an amazing 74 miles per gallon equivalent for the 40-plus mile per gallon Mirage. It's like a go-kart on steroids for only $11,990. Big savings, top dollar for all trade-ins, and we want to approve everyone for credit. That means you too. More stuff for less money and almost twice the warranty of the competition. It's only at York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishi's always cost less. Come check us out at YorkMitsubishi.com.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve, because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Head to the third inning, no score here tonight as Mitch Atkins fires his final warm-up. Cruz chucks it down to second. It'll be 8-9-1 coming up. Francoso, Kelly, and Massey here in the third inning. 6 ground ball outs for Atkins here in the early going tonight. And a couple of diving plays. Casilla with 1, Cuevas with 1. Atkins 5th in the league in strikeouts coming in tonight. 6 or more in 6 straight. As Francoso digs in, 8th in the league in hitting. First pitch to the lefty is across for a strike, hitting at .317. 2 years ago, Atkins led the Eastern League in strikeouts at AA. He's in Portland in the Red Sox system. He fires and tied up Francoso. Appeal to third, and he did commit on that cutter in under his hands, 0-2. Looking into Cruz for the sign. He's got it. And the 0-2. Right down the middle, strike 3. And Francoso knew it. Atkins wastes no time. And there is his first strikeout of the night.
I can tell you it probably won't be his last. I mean, the strikeout numbers have been really up for Mitch Atkins over this past month, even into late May if you go back that far. And he's just, I think, had a better feel for the strike zone lately, and he's been around the zone, which is going to lead to swings and misses. It's going to lead to guys getting frozen, and Mitch just continues to do a good job out there.
90 miles an hour on that fastball. Here's Kelly, and he looks at a strike at the knees. Kelly hitting at 173. Atkins goes after his former teammate now. There's the 0-1, and it misses away. That one bounced off the glove of Cruz. Atkins, who first came to Somerset 2013, from there signed by Atlanta, went to AA that year, AA and AAA the following year. Cruz sets up in, pitch is lofted in the air, left field, not deep. Gillies will come in toward the line. He's got it called, camped under it, and makes the grab. 2 outs. In 2015, Atkins would have gone back and was scheduled to be their opening night starter, but signed to go to Taiwan. And then 2016, it was the Red Sox system for him, mostly AA, where he led that Eastern League in Ks. Last year, back to the Atlantic League, where he got the Mets contract, and now here with his second Atlantic League franchise in his third Atlantic League season. Here's Massey at the top, and he looks at a strike. He is the K-man tonight. Singled and stole a base before there was an out, but made it to third and was left there in the first inning. Atkins ready, the 0-1. And inside, he really had to dance. Nate Caldwell says it did clip him in the leg, and he is awarded first base on a glancing hit by pitch.
I thought he avoided that one, but that's the tough one to tell from up here because he was lunging out of the way.
Now a 2-out base runner, Massey on for the second time. Nate Caldwell, one of the good umpires in this league. Been here for last handful of seasons. Here's Andy Chavez, who grounded out to second his first time. Casilla made a diving play, and now a pickoff throw to first, gets away. And Massey's going to end up at second again. Burgess reached, couldn't save it. It sailed on Atkins, and whoever's coaching first base for Somerset had to dive to safety, and he's still down on a knee after that close shave.
Could be a scarring experience over there. I mean, normally when you're coaching a base, you have to worry about the foul balls, but those pickoff throws will get you.
It's Aaron Dudley, who's not in the game 2 lineup. Oh, wait a minute. Why is Massey back at first base?
Huh.
Was time called? Time must have been
That
called.
could have been it.
And now he runs. Pitch is down and in, and now he's at second. And they're going to... Well, he'll stop there. It was off Cruz's glove. He scrambled back toward the Y logo behind home plate. Chavez was motioning Massey to keep going to give him a chance to go to third if it had gotten further away, but he wisely stopped. That'll be a stolen base. He was running on the pitch, so not a wild pitch or pass ball. Second steal of the night for him, gives him 8 on the year. He's at second, 1-0, and a line drive slicing left center. Witherspoon on his horse, runs it down. He lost his hat, but the Patriots lose a chance at a run thanks to Travis Witherspoon. He runs it down looking like he was shot out of a cannon. What a quick first step, and he outruns the ball in left center. No runs, no hits, 1 left, and we stay scoreless as we go to the home half of the third.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tap a battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Feelings of stress, sadness, or anxiousness can be signs of depression or other mental health issues that should be addressed. If life seems too difficult to manage, Presley Ridge can help. Call Presley Ridge today, and our team of compassionate mental health professionals will help you enjoy your life again. Presley Ridge offers mental health services for all ages in York and Harrisburg. Make an appointment today. Call 717-845-6624 or visit presleyridge.org/outpatient.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 30. is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
First pitch here in the bottom of the third, in tight on Ryan Dent, who leads things off. No score thanks to Travis Witherspoon. And here's the 1-0. And misses down and away. Michael, you said never a doubt. He had to cover so much ground, but he was faster than the ball.
No, yeah, never a doubt, exactly. I mean, I knew from the time that ball was hit he wasn't even going to have to dive. I mean, we know how much ground Travis can cover and how quick he is.
Here's a line drive, left center, hit deep, Pacioli back, and it short hops the LED boards. Dent is at second, and he'll pull in there with a leadoff double, drilled to the gap in left center as it short hops the neon, and the Revs with a leadoff man in scoring position. He's been hot here of late, too.
Dent's got a ton of gap-to-gap power. We've seen him go to right center a lot. He goes to left center there. That's maybe the deepest part of the park out there, in deep left center, more towards center field. And to hit a BB out there to lead off the inning, that's huge. Now Cruz a chance to move him over, hit something to the right side, maybe follow it up, go to the gap.
Corners are brought slightly in, anticipating. And Foss with the pitch. It is outside, ball 1. Now, Cruz had started 5 straight nights with Clark sidelined. Roger Diaz got the start in game 1 today. He was terrific. Now Cruz back in for a 6th straight day here in game 2 tonight. Look back from Foss. Dent the lead, 1-0. It is low as some dirt is brushed away with Gonzalez's glove movement. 2 balls and no strikes. Flag swaying toward left center. Hitting weather. Mace playing for the big inning here. And the 2-0. It is outside, breaking ball. He started toward it. Patriots want an appeal, but he clearly did not move the hands far enough, and it'll be ball 3.
It's a good hold there from Luis. Now 3-0. Hey, maybe even take 2. Make Foss really come at you.
There's the stretch. And now the 3-0. It is just low and away. Ball 4. Cruz is on base. And the Revs with 2 on for Tyson Gillies.
Now this could be a bunt opportunity right here, and maybe not even just a sacrifice. He could try to bunt for a hit. Now you look at, I mean, already they have both the first and third baseman in. Here's a case where Dorn at first base could be so far in, and they're going to keep the second baseman Massey back. Gillies could try to drag push bunt one out towards second, and maybe even beat the play out, and they'll have a bases loaded situation.
Boy, they are way in. First baseman Dorn, he is 3 steps in on the grass already. Third baseman Kelly is angled and in. And the first pitch, he swings but came up empty as Foss went changeup. And Dorn is probably happy that Gillies swung and missed it as far in as he was. First and second, no outs. Foss goes fastball, slider, circle change, and knuckle curve, we're told. Now he's ready. And the 0-1, down and in, a fastball. Gonzalez really had to reach. I don't think we've seen the knuckle curve yet tonight, but he's got that in the bag.
Now I'm surprised Gillies swung at the first pitch after 4 straight balls to Cruz, but an aggressive approach, you can't fault that.
Revs seem to be playing for the big inning. Kelly will stay angled with both feet on the grass at third. And a pitch, swing and a miss. And Foss again with that changeup. Gillies just a hair early on it. 1-2, no score here in the bottom of the third. Revs trying to change that. Now Kelly backs up. He was angled to give himself a chance to stay at the bag or come in if needed. And now everybody back. Here's the stretch. A look back at second and the 1-2. Swing and a line drive center field. It is caught on a dive by Pacioli. And Gillies is robbed. We've had some great defense early in this game. That one hung up just a bit too long. Pacioli got the break coming in and laid out and got there.
Just a little bit too much air under that ball, but a solid piece of contact there from Gillies. If that ball's a little bit to the left or even drops maybe a foot more in front in center field, that could have been a run for the Revs, either that or bases loaded.
Now Witherspoon, who's singled in the first. First and second, 1 out, no score. Lights starting to come on. And Foss the pitch. It's down and away. Foss last time out lost 7-0 to Southern Maryland. 5 2/3, 5 runs. The start before that, he went 7 scoreless against New Britain. And at 2-4 this year, it's been a little bit up and down, start to start. Now he's ready at the belt. And the 1-0, swing and a miss. That was a slider. Witherspoon swinging through it. Last year, Foss was with the Washington Wild Things in the Frontier League, Mesa's former stomping ground. Went 12-5 with a 3.06 ERA. Was an all-star there and the year before. Owns their franchise record for complete games with 12. Pitch is down and away, breaking, 2-1. That was the knuckle curve. He was a 22nd round pick of the Angels in 2013 out of Texas A&M Corpus Christi. He's had good success in the Frontier League. He's ready. Look back at Dent, the lead runner, 2-1. And it's down low, slider. Witherspoon starts but stops in plenty of time. Ball 3.
Well, the Revs are doing a great job of laying off that slider, specifically the right-handed hitters on a pitch diving low and away. They've really been disciplined against that pitch. Foss, who finished last year in Australia with the Sydney Blue Sox. Look back, 3-1. And a fastball missed outside. Good eye, Travis Witherspoon. He's on base for the second time tonight. Second walk of the inning. And that loads the bases with 1 out for Casilla. Leadoff double from Dent. And now a pair of walks sandwiching that play in center that Pacioli made. There's an opportunity for Casilla to maybe even clear the bases if he finds a gap. Spoon runs so well at first, he'll score on anything to a gap. But Alexi's come up big so many times recently. He's hitting the ball well. Got to believe he comes up here. Here's the stretch and the first one down and in. He dances. That is if he gets a pitch to hit. Had to hop across the plate there. He hit into a double play in the first inning. It would have been well placed, but Witherspoon was attempting to steal, and it brought the shortstop Rodriguez right to the bag. He was right there to glove it. Alexi coming off a 4-for-4 night, 2 hits the night before that, including a triple. Here's the 1-0. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He does not get cheated on that swing. That's a couple tonight where
he has really cut it loose against Foss, trying to drive it early in the count. That torso must be feeling better. He's been playing through it. Here's the stretch. The 1-1. And it's down and away. Fastball in some dirt. No score. Third inning. Revs with the bases loaded and 1 out. Again, they had an opportunity maybe to bunt earlier this inning, but they've been playing for the big inning, and they have a chance to do that with one big hit. The 2-1 swing, and he fouls it off over the left side on the roof. 2-2. .42 pitches now for Foss. He was pretty efficient the first 2 innings, but in trouble here. Stares in, fiddles for the grip behind his back, and Casilla will take a step out.
A really slow inning for both teams. I mean, I got to believe the Patriots are feeling a little sluggish out in the field. The Revs, it's not even a rally yet because they haven't strung hits together. It's just a couple walks here and there. They've seen a lot of pitches.
Now trying to check, and they say he went on that knuckle curve in the dirt. And Casilla tried to stop, but went on it. So Foss spikes it, gets the strikeout in the check swing. 2 outs in the inning. And it'll come down to Jared Mitchell trying to make something of this threat.
A bit of a questionable call right there. I think Alexi, if he did check, he knows it. But now Mitchell a chance with 2 outs. I mean, just because there's 2 outs doesn't mean they're not going to score a run. The Revs have hit really well with 2 outs and runners in scoring position of late, and no reason they can't do it again here.
Mitchell is due. He digs in. First pitch is up and away. Change up. Grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. Trying to snap out of a 1 for 16 the last 5 games. Foss ready. Loaded with 2 outs. Here's the stretch. The 1-0. And it just missed inside. He'll have a big hitter's count on which to operate. 2-0 now.
Mitchell's 2 for 4 with the bases loaded this season. He's driven in 10 runs in bases loaded situations. Hitting just 200 though with runners in scoring position and 2 outs.
Here's the stretch from the righty. The 2-0, swinging a ground ball foul. Just a little bit early past the bag at first. Hit it sharply, but pulled it past the bag. Goes all the way into the corner, so we'll wait as Andy Chavez retrieves it.
Had a chance to jump on a 2-0 fastball right there. He did, just a little bit too early, and yanked it foul.
Still favorable count for him, 2-1. Dent led off this inning ages ago with a double. A couple walks have filled it up. Foss now the stretch, the 2-1. It missed outside, nowhere to put him. 3 balls and a strike to Mitchell with them loaded. No score, Revs trying to strike first.
Gonna be able to sit dead red fastball here, 3-1. You would think.
Foss ready. They set up in the pitch. It is low, ball 4. Jared Mitchell, his league-leading 37th walk. And that'll bring home the game's first run, the 3rd walk of the inning, and the Revs with a 1-0 lead.
That's one way to do it. Foss just doesn't have command right now, and the Revs, especially Mitchell and that AB with 2 outs, a very patient approach, and it ends up paying off. They get a run out of it.
Dent coming home on it, and now loaded for Melky Mesa. It's been a draining inning for Foss. The Revs looking for a big hit to add to this. Now the game's first run, the pitch to Mesa, breaking ball, grounded up the middle, base hit center field. In to score is Cruz. Here comes Witherspoon. He'll touch home too. And Melky Mesa, 2-run single up the middle. The Revs with a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the third inning. There's the hit.
That's big time right there. Not only do the Revs get a run this inning, they tack on, and that's what's been an Achilles heel for this Revs team at times, that you see such a good inning put together, but they leave them loaded, they leave 2, or they only get 1 instead of 3 or 4. But earlier today, they put up a 3-run third inning, and doing so here, Melky with the 2-out knock. Jared Mitchell, a great plate appearance there before drawing the walk to get the lead run in, and now Michael Burgess a chance to keep the rally going.
Mesa's been locked in, now has 8 ribbies his last 8. Here's Burgess, first pitch. He swings, skies it, left field. It's shallow. Going to be a tough play. The infielder's out, and it lands. It's in play. Mitchell scores. Mesa up to third, and Burgess is on. 4-0 on the misplay in shallow left. Kelly was backing out, going backwards. Rodriguez, the shortstop, going out on the angle. And the left fielder, Francoso, who had Burgess played to pull out toward left center and deep. He had to run so far to get there. Belly flopped at the end, trying to lay out and make the grab. And it clanged off his glove. That's a hit for Burgess. RBI and a 4-run inning, 4-0 York.
When things are going your way, they just continue to go your way. And the Revs are getting all the breaks here so far in this series. And still a chance to keep it going.
They batted around. Here's Cuevas, first and third. The pitch, he swings, drives it left center, toward the gap, down for a hit. Mesa in to score. It's cut off by Pacioli, but Burgess will make it to third. And Jose Cuevas with another RBI single. He rips it into left center, and the Revs have hung 5 on the Patriots here in the third. 5-0 York.
Like I said, when things are going your way, they just keep going that way, and it's going to warrant a conversation on the mound with John Hunt, the team's pitching coach. But Davis is getting some balls to fall. Michael Burgess, I mean, anything he hits drops or goes over the wall. It all started with the patient approach, and Dent the leadoff double, then a few walks mixed in there. Good teams find a way to put together rallies like this and hit with 2 outs, and the Revs are really clicking at the right time here towards the end of the first half.
In the last 3 nights, that is the second time they've hung 5. I was thinking they'd done it more than that. But anyway, another big inning for them. And they will have a 10th batter of the shallow left, and then he's also hitting some other ones 400 feet. Now with first and third, the catcher Gonzalez will relay signs for the infield. And Dent, who started this whole thing, a leadoff double, he will dig in again. Revs with 4 hits this inning and 3 walks. 5 runs, the pitch. It is a called strike up in the zone. Burgess at third, Cuevas at first. 4 straight have reached with 2 outs. A bases loaded walk, and then 3 straight hits that have produced 4 more runs. There's the stretch, the 0-1, and it misses outside. It has to be like a 30-pitch inning for Foss, somewhere in that, maybe more.
Yeah, at least I would think 30.
He's now up over 50. He's ready. The 1-1 and a ground ball the other way. Base hit right field. Dent's second hit of the inning. Burgess is in to score. Throw to third. Cuevas slides in. He beats that. As Chavez fired all the way to third base. Ryan Dent with an RBI single. And the Revs with a 6-0 lead here in the third inning.
Just keep the line moving, keep it going. Can never have too many runs. The Revs are just putting a hurting on Trevor Foss right here. And for an inning where Foss hasn't found the zone much, the Revs are taking advantage of the pitches he does throw that are hittable. And how about Dent, go to the left center gap, then go the other way, take that pitch to right through the hole. It's just great approaches up and down the lineup tonight.
And now Luis Cruz, who walked earlier in the inning. 6 runs across. And the pitch, breaking ball, called strike. It's 1st and 3rd again. I remember at one point in this inning, we said one big hit would be nice.
Yeah.
Now they have 4 in a row.
This is all with 2 outs, too.
4 in a row, 5 total. The 0-1, and a swing and a foul tip, bounced up off of somebody's gear. Revs 3 times in the last 3 games have had 5 straight hits. Did it earlier today in game 1. 5 in a row ties a season best. Right now they've got 4 consecutive hits this inning with 2 outs. There's the stretch from Foss. 0-2, and it breaks away. Backhanded out of the dirt by Gonzalez. Rowe continues to throw in the left field bullpen. Foss sets. The 1-2, and that's in the dirt off the glove as it rolls slightly back. And Dent, the trailing runner, will move up to second. A quick toss to the plate from Gonzalez with Foss covering. He didn't know if Cuevas was trying to score or not. Cuevas thought about it. He took about 3 or 4 hard steps, thought better of it. It only went about halfway back. But it is a wild pitch as Dent takes the bag in front of him. And now 2nd and 3rd. One more base hit could make this an 8-run inning. 6-0 York here in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the stretch. And the 2-2 to Cruz. Swing, and he fights it off right in on the hands, but loops it foul to the top of the seats on the first base side. It's got to be around a 40-pitch inning now. His next one will be 60 for the night. That'll take a little out of you on a night like this.
Sure.
Board right now says 93 degrees. And he's ready again. Here's another 2-2. Right there, strike 3. He paints the outside corner to end the inning on his 11th batter face. But the Revs score 6 times on 5 hits in the inning. 2 men left. We go to the 4th. And it is now York 6, Somerset nothing. Michael with the play-by-play when we come back.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with tropical shaved ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
What turned out to be a slow start for both teams turned out to be a quick start for the Revs. They get 6 runs in the bottom of the third inning. They lead it 6-0 after 3. 6 runs on 6 hits in the game. No runs on 2 hits for the Patriots. Mitch Atkins back to work after being spotted. 6 runs of support. The Revs did it all with 2 outs. And now Mitch will look to get a shutdown frame. The 3-hitter Alfredo Rodriguez digs in to start the top of the 4th. So he takes a ball inside, 1-0 count. Rodriguez, Dorn, and Gonzalez, 3-4-5. Revs looking for a doubleheader sweep of the Patriots. They're also looking to clinch the series win here tonight. The 1-0 pitch, fastball misses low, according to Nate Caldwell. It's 2-0. With the 6 runs in the inning, the Revs tied their second biggest inning of the year. It's the 3rd time they've scored 6 runs in an inning this season. Their high was 7. The 2-0's popped up sky high, third base side into shallow left field towards the line. The shortstop Dent is over. He makes the grab in foul territory, a step into foul ground, and that's out number 1 here in the 4th. So Atkins, after getting behind Rodriguez there, gets bailed out because Rodriguez swung 2-0. It's a nice out number 1 for Mitch, who's looking for a shutdown inning. Here's Danny Dorn, the first baseman, 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. Right now, a missed opportunity in the first inning is something that the Patriots probably have their mind on, as this one's driven out to deep center field. A little bit off the end of the bat, though. Travis Witherspoon back. He makes the grab over the shoulder at the warning track. A little bit shy of the track, and that's out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Mitch Atkins. Here's Yovan Gonzalez. Well, what I was saying is that the missed opportunity for the Patriots, they might be thinking about that. In the first inning, Craig Massey led off with a single. He then stole second base, got to third base with just 1 out, but then Mitch Atkins got a ground out and another ground out to end the inning, and the run did not score. Alexi Casilla made a diving stop at second for 1 out in the inning that saved a run. Now the first pitch to Gonzalez is in for a strike. It's 0-1, and not only did a run get saved there with 1 out and a man on third, Rodriguez hit a chopper to first that Massey didn't break home on. Stayed at third and then was stranded there in the inning. Atkins misses low and away to Gonzalez. It's 1-1. 2 outs in the inning, no one on. 6-0 lead for the Revs. Well, this one's driven out to deep right center field. Spoon ranging over, though. He's camped under it. He makes the grab on the run. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Mitch Atkins. Pop up, fly out, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th and see if the Revs can add to their 6-0 lead.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with the friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in spring.
Three innings is as far as Trevor Foss will go tonight. He is done after throwing 60 pitches, only 33 for strikes, as the Patriots. Rowe is 6'2", 205-pound right-hander from Plainfield, New Jersey. Pitched with New Britain last season. Now the 1-0 to Gillies. Line drive smash up the middle, a base hit. The Revs keep it going. Their 7th hit of the night. First time on base for Gillies tonight. Now everybody in the Revs lineup except for Alexi Casilla has reached base. That'll turn things over to the top of the order. Travis Witherspoon will come to bat. Gillies starting things off this time after Dent started things off in the 3rd inning. And here's Witherspoon. I mentioned Foss threw 60 pitches on the night, only 33 strikes. He threw 38 pitches alone in that 3rd inning. Rowe comes set out of the stretch, and the pitch to Spoon. Fastball in the outer half for a strike. It's 0-1. 6-0 lead for the Revs. No outs, bottom 4. 0-1 the count on Spoon with Gillies over at first base. Double play depth up the middle for the Pats. Straight away in the outfield against Spoon. Rowe taking the sign from Gonzalez, the 0-1 pitch. Slider laced on a liner, out to second, caught, throw to first, back in time is Gillies. A humpback liner out to Massey, at him the first Rev this season with multiple 4-hit games. And it's the 6th time a Rev has had 4 hits in a game this season. 3rd over the last 2 nights. They had 2 guys get 4 hits, Mesa and Burgess in Long Island on Thursday, and then Casilla last night 4 for 4. And Gillies being watched over at first by Rowe. Casilla, another move over to first. Gillies dives back. Count remains 0-1. The Revs' season high for runs in an inning is 7. They did that on May 8th at Southern Maryland, but for the 3rd time this year, they've put up 6 runs in an inning. Tie for the 2nd most they've scored in frame this year. They did that in the bottom of the 3rd, and they lead at 6-0 here in the 4th. Gillies a short lead. The pitch to Casilla way inside. It gets to the backstop. Gillies will pick up second easily. Makes a turnaround second, but he'll stop there. We'll see what they score that, either wild pitch or a pass ball. They're going to call it a wild pitch on Rowe. The Revs now with a man in scoring position and 1 down for Casilla. Time is called. Alexi came into play today hitting .313 with 2 homers and 17 RBI. Did not play in the day game today. Nick King played second base and had a 2 RBI double in that one in Casilla's spot. Casilla looking to join the hit parade. Gillies at second. Decent lead for him. 1-1 the count on Alexi. Breaking ball. This one skips in the dirt, and that will too get towards the backstop. Gillies moves up to 3rd. He gets there quickly, stopping at 3rd. Another ball by Gonzalez. They'll score that one a wild pitch as well. I think it might have nicked the corner of the plate or hit somewhere in the dirt that it took a weird hop and almost got to the backstop. It got onto the warning track behind home plate. But it is scored a wild pitch. That one a little bit of a tougher play for Gonzalez behind the dish. So back-to-back wild pitches. Now the Patriots will bring the infield in all the way around with 1 down. 2-1 the count on Casilla, man on 3rd. Here's the pitch. Chopper out to second, high chopper. Massey comes in, he'll look Gillies back to 3rd. And a soft underhand flip over to first. An unproductive out for Casilla right there. 4-3 on the putout. For the time being, Gillies will stay at 3rd base. Now with 2 outs for Jared Mitchell. He got the rally started with 2 outs and the bases loaded in the 3rd inning. Really patient approach at the plate. He ended up walking in the first run of the game. The Revs went on to score 5 more. The next 4 batters after Mitchell all got hits. And combined, they drove in 5 runs. Man on 3rd, 2 outs. The first pitch to Jared. Inside for a ball. It's 1-0. 6-0 Revs lead. They have 7 of the 9 hits in the game. Somerset with only 2, but better start than earlier today. They were held to just 2 hits on no runs in Game 1 of the doubleheader today, which went 7 innings. This a 9-inning game. The 1-0 to Mitchell. Breaking ball misses low and in. It's 2-0. And Mitchell, the average down to 245. Now, at one point this season, it was up in the 290s just a couple weeks ago. But Mitchell's been a streaky hitter so far this year. Still looking to get hot and stay hot. He's been hot, but he hasn't stayed hot. Here's the 2-0 from Rowe. Swing and a miss, or foul tipped from Mitchell. The count's 2-1. Revs won game 1 of the Twin Bill 4-0. They did it on 10 hits. They scored 3 runs in the second inning, 1 in the 5th. Great start from Jonathan Sanchez in his season debut. 4 shutout innings, gave up just 1 infield hit, did not walk a batter, and struck out 6, including the first 3 batters of the game. The win went to Dominic Severino in relief. 2-1 coming to Mitchell, the man on third. Chopper to first, backhanded by Dorn. He stabbed it after 2 hops. Throw to the pitcher, Rowe covering at first. Mitchell throws the bat in disgust, and the inning is over. So the Revs get a man to third with 1 out, but he stays there. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. It's the Revs 6 and the Patriots nothing.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, First in York, First in Sports.
6-0 Revs as we open up play in the top of the 5th inning. Mitch Atkins has been nearly flawless so far. He's allowed just 2 hits to this Somerset Patriots offense that has gone a little bit cold. They got 3 runs last night, but only 1 of them was earned. 2 came in on error. No runs in the first game today on just 2 hits. And now here in the nightcap, just 2 hits through 4 innings. Mitch tonight looking for his 5th straight win. He started the season 0-3, but a drastic turnaround. He's now 4-3. The ERA is just over 5 at 5.12. At least it was coming in. It's now under 5 at 4.79. They'll face Kyle Roller, Justin Pacioli, and Mike Francoso, 6, 7, 8 for the Patriots here in the 5th. First pitch to Roller's a fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Lefty shift for Roller. The first baseman Burgess is behind the bag, shifted toward the line. Casilla at his normal second base position. Dent playing straight up the middle of the diamond, though. There's a slider from Atkins over for a strike. It's 0-2. Dent is still on the shortstop side of second base, but up the middle. Casilla is almost playing shortstop. So an abbreviated lefty shift. Outfield about straight away. Spoon shifted toward right. The 0-2 pitch. Slider just missed off the outer half of the plate. That might have been a cutter there from Mitch. 1-2 the count. Atkins working with a 6-0 lead. And here's the pitch. Slider misses low. The count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Roller hit into a 4-6-3 double play in the second. He was the DH in game 1 today. Was 0-2 with a walk and a strikeout. Atkins readies his 2-2. Here it is. Fastball misses off the plate. It's full. Atkins has not walked a batter today. He has hit one. He's walked just 15 on the year as opposed to 52 strikeouts coming in. Has 1 strikeout so far in this one. 3-2 pitch, breaks his bat. Burgess fields the ball, going to his backhand and his forehand. Mitch Atkins covering first base, 1-3 on the putout. I was distracted a little bit by that barrel flying. Ended up towards the Revs dugout. Nonetheless, Atkins retires the leadoff man, 1-3 on the putout. Brings up Pacioli. Atkins has retired the leadoff man in each of the last 3 innings after not doing so in each of the first 2. A little bit scary moment right there, Darryl, with that barrel flying.
It was. Nate Caldwell still picking up splinters. I think Burgess made a really nice stab on that. It looked like the ball shot up on him a little bit, but he stayed with it.
First pitch to Pacioli, fastball inside corner for a strike. So I mentioned the leadoff man has been retired by Atkins in each of the first 3 innings. Coming into tonight, leadoff batters are hitting just .226 against Mitch. Had some success there. The 0-1. Inside out swing to first. Caught on a low liner by Burgess over at first. Pacioli's retired. 2 up, 2 down for Atkins, who's retired the last 6 batters he's faced.
It's like a cat down there.
Oh, yeah. Good reflexes for Mike. He plays a really solid first base. I think his defense is a bit underrated.
I very much agree with that.
He's not just a bat in the lineup, and I think we've seen that consistently throughout this season. You, of course, have seen it in past years.
Now, we even saw him play outfield in the past. He's got a really good throwing arm. Don't see it as often at first.
First pitch to Francoso, ball low, 1-0. And you know, on Baseball Reference, it says first baseman, outfielder, and relief pitcher.
Does it really?
It does. It does. You can Google it right now. But I tried to send it to the other day, but for some reason the picture didn't deliver, and then I forgot about it. But I was a little shocked to see that. A 1-0 from Atkins, misses outside. It's 2-0. 6-0 lead for the Revs, top of the 5th. So I guess next time we get a chance to talk to Mike, say, you know what, I mean, we know you can hit walk-off homers, but can you throw a couple innings out of the pen?
He really did consider it a couple years ago with that arm that he's got.
2-0 misses outside as well. It's 3-0 on Francoso. And we've seen Burgess throw darts to bases so far this year, and I mean, so short-handed over at the bag. 3-0 pitch. There's a called strike on the outer half, 3-1.
He did make 1 relief outing in Lancaster a few years back, and his mechanics were really good. He looks like he's done it before.
Atkins' 3-1 pitch is lifted foul out of play, and so he didn't just look like the average position player.
No.
That was called upon in desperate times.
No, and I think one spring training maybe he dabbled in it a little bit. It was a legitimate thought at one point that he might give that a try.
3-2 pitch from Atkins, chopped foul by Francoso over towards Revs bullpen. Robert Carson out of his seat to try to make the play, but he can't grab it. Count remains full.
Nights like last night made me glad that he stuck with hitting, though, and the total body of work that he's done here over his 3 years, not just last night.
Sure. He blasted one for a walk-off 2-run shot, the Revs' first walk-off win of the season. Another 3-2 pitch to Francoso. Fastball misses just off the plate. And it's a 2-out walk. First walk issued by Atkins here tonight, and it ends a streak of 6 straight batters that he retired, going back to the final out of the 3rd inning. He's retired the Patriots in order once tonight. That was in the 4th. Here's Scott Kelly, the 9-hitter, back at third base. Continues to struggle at the plate. He's hitless in the series, 0 for 7, including a flyout here in Game 2 tonight. First pitch to Scott is a fastball that misses in, 1-0. 6-0 lead for the Revs, top of the 5th. They got all 6 runs in the 3rd inning. Rally started by a Jared Mitchell bases loaded 2-out walk. Melky Mesa kept it going with a 2 RBI single. Burgess an RBI single. Cuevas an RBI single. Then Dent an RBI single. And Kelly chops one foul down the third base line. It's 1-1. Well, in that inning, the Revs sent 11 batters to the plate. Dent was one of the two guys to hit twice, and he reached twice. He doubled to start the inning, then drove in the 6th and final run with a single to right field. He's 2 for 2, and everybody but Casillas reached base for the Revs on the flip side. 1-1. Kelly fouls it back into the netting. It's 1-2. Mitch Atkins, 6 may be all he needs the way he's pitched lately. He's gone deep into games consistently over the past month and maybe a week. He went 6 innings on May 27th against the Road Warriors, and since then he has worked into the 6th inning in all 6 of his starts in that time span. And 7 innings in his last start at Long Island. 1-2 to Kelly, foul it off, and the AB continues. But Atkins had a chance to end this inning with Francoso up to bat, but lost him on ball 4. Kelly's fouled off a couple now with 2 strikes. And I mentioned Mitch has won his last 4 starts. He hasn't lost a game since May 22nd at Lancaster. That was the game where he gave up 7 runs, including 3 home runs. Ball off the plate. It's 2-2 on Kelly. No, I'm mistaken. The game where that happened was May 4th at Lancaster. May 22nd at Lancaster was just another tough performance. He struggled in that park. If you take out the 2 games in Lancaster this year, I mean, Mitch Atkins might have all-star numbers. It's just been a tough go of it in that park. He's had success here at Peoples Bank Park. 2-2 on Kelly with 2 outs. The pitch. Fastball misses in. And Mitch runs another batter full. The man on first, Francoso, will be off on the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 6-0 lead for the Revs over the Pats, top of the 5th. Atkins looking to keep it a 0 on the Patriots side of things. He can make a pitch to Kelly here. Francoso goes, here's the pitch. Misses low and outside. Back-to-back walks from Atkins, whose command has been off in the inning. And now 2 on and 2 outs. Big shout out to Ed bringing us a couple drinks here in the booth. Thank you, Ed. Ed's great. Bringing us a couple cold beverages on this hot night, and
Ed's the man.
I was talking about the walk here, but I mean, we got some cold drinks, so a little bit more important.
I want to give a shout out to my man Trey Himes, who's listening as well, one of our young listeners who's always tuned in. Well, Mitch has not missed by much. One thing to me that's noticeable, and he's frustrated with not getting those calls, so Fletch will give him a moment to kind of collect himself here, and Fletch might have something to say too, but to me, early in the year, it looked like Fletch will have a few words. Looked like early in the year, Mitch was trying to work his way through things, obviously. Now, it looks like he's having fun again, except for when he's not getting pitches that he wants. And it looks like he has a real expectation of putting the ball where he wants it and executing, and the proof has been in the results here these last several times out.
It's pretty cool to see Mitch go about his daily routine on days he starts. He does it with a purpose, like you mentioned, and it's led to a lot of success. 2 outs and runners at first and second for the leadoff man, Craig Massey. Revs lead at 6-0, but the Pats are threatening. Pitch from Atkins, breaking ball misses off the plate. It's 1-0. Mitch has walked each of the last 2 hitters. Francoso, he fell behind, then worked the count back to full, but lost him. He was ahead of Kelly, then lost him. It's Francoso at second, Kelly at first, Massey at the dish. 2 outs, the pitch. 1-0 is in there. Curveball for a strike. 79 on the gun. Atkins evens it up. That's a good change of pace there with the breaking ball. Atkins may have gotten squeezed with Kelly in the last AB, but can't do much about that now. Atkins looking to hold the 6-0 lead here in the 5th. A look at second and the 1-1. Flipped foul out of play down the third base side. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Atkins once again 1 strike away from getting out of the inning unscathed. He'll have to come with a pitch here against Massey, who's 1 for 1 with a single, hit by pitch, and 2 stolen bases in the game. leadoff spot here in the nightcap, was hitting cleanup in game 1 of this doubleheader, as well as last night. Look at second, the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball, foul territory, left field side. It'll get into the seats, a foul ball. And we'll do at least one more 1-2 pitch. The Patriots, bottom of the order with Francoso and Kelly and Massey here in the leadoff spot, aren't making it easy on Mitch, continuing to foul off pitches.
That's what Somerset does. They foul pitches off, get on base. Mitch knows that, having been on that side before.
Runners at first and second, 2 outs, 1-2 the count on Massey. The pitch from Mitch. Curveball chopped out to him. He picks it up. He'll run it over the bag himself. And Mitch Atkins is through 5 shutout innings. He gets a chopper back to him on the right side of the mound. No problem fielding that. He calls off Burgess, takes it to the bag alone, and the inning is over. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 left on. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. The Revs have a chance to add to their 6-0 lead.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32 grand. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6 to $8 grand. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit
up and play in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch his first time up, but then had the 2-run single up the middle his next time up, and starting a new hitting streak, Melky. The 0-1. Chopper out to short, backhanded by Rodriguez. Sidearm throw over to first, not picked in the dirt though. It gets by Dorn over at first, picked up. He joins Dent as 2 Revs with multi-hit games in this one. Rowe waiting patiently on the mound. The pitch, breaking ball, misses off the plate. A little bit high out of the hand, didn't follow through. It's 2-0 on Mike. Mesa, decent lead off second. Rodriguez creeping behind him. 2-0 on Burgess. Here's the pitch. Big cut there, but he comes up empty. It's 2-1. He was looking to make that an 8-0 game.
Yeah. Hey, swing hard in case you... Well, I mean...
He always swings. Looked strong through 5 innings. Atkins has only struck out 1 batter, but he's pitched to contact really well. Nate Rowe in his 2nd inning of work in relief of Trevor Foss, who went just 3 innings. Gave up all 6 runs. Mesa at second with no outs. The 2-2 to Burgess. He sends this one into right field. That's down for a base hit. Cutting it off at the wall is the center fielder, Pacioli. Mesa around third. He's in to score. An RBI double for Michael Burgess. It's a 7-0 game.
That thing was a laser. I don't know who in this league hits the ball harder than he does when he squares it up. That thing was heat-seeking, low to the ground, and in just a couple of seconds, it zips up the gap all the way to the wall. And he has been hot really for the last week and a half. It's been great to see.
Here's Jose Cuevas. Burgess trades places with Mesa at second base. An RBI double for Mike, his 2nd RBI and 2nd hit of the night. Cuevas swings at the first pitch, off the end of the bat into center field, and it's a base hit. Burgess had to wait to see if it would be caught, but he's able to make it to third. 1st and 3rd now for the Revs, and Jose Cuevas has himself a knock. So the Revs 4, 5, 6 hitters each have 2 hits in this game, and they've combined to drive in 5 runs.
And that's the thing that is most encouraging here recently. Where they had struggled was getting guys on base half, and it does carry over. And if this is a start, this is a great time to start to piece some things together.
Still no outs in the inning. First and second for Luis Cruz. First pitch is a fastball that misses off the plate. Well, Trevor Falls struggled through 3 innings. Nate Rowe has not had much success through his inning plus. And there's more bullpen action for Somerset. Another right-hander starting to loosen up. 1-0 on Cruz with 2 on. Pitch from Rowe. Popped up in the infield. The infield fly rule will be in effect. Scott Kelly, the third baseman, under it. He makes the grab, shaded towards short. And there's 1 out in the inning. So Cruz pops up, ends a streak of 4 straight hits for the Revs. Second time in this one they've done that. And both times that the Revs have had 4 straight hits, it's involved Mesa, Burgess, Cuevas, and Dent. Talk about locked in.
Yeah, really. And they've been doing this against good pitching. I mean, going back to Jake Fisher Thursday night, he was top 10 in the league in ERA. Somerset, one of the best pitching staffs in the league. It's not the Road Warriors that they're beating up on.
Sure. Cuevas at second, Dent at first. Pitch from Rowe to Tyson Gillies misses high and away. It's 1-0. Dustin Mulliken has grabbed a ball and started to throw in the Patriots bullpen. No action for the Revs. They've got Mitch Atkins on the bump, cruising through 5 shutout. He's been given 8 runs of support on 11 hits for the Revs. Just a 1-0 to Gillies. That one's down. It gets away from Gonzalez over to his right towards the Revs dugout, but he picks it up before anyone advances. The count's 2-0 on Tyson.
Like to see him get going. He's swung the bat well tonight, lined out, and then a single up the middle. The hitting is contagious. One of the big reasons is you don't feel like you have to get the big hit every time because nobody is.
2-0 on Gillies, hitting from the left side. And the pitch, laced foul into the seats down the left field line. And hopefully everyone's okay. That was a hot shot. That thing was scorched.
Looks like they're fine. To see him straighten that out because that thing was hit on the nose.
That was a BB. 2-1 now on Gillies. Runners still at first and second. Cuevas at second, Dent at first. Rowe looks at Cuevas. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses in. On the hands area of Gillies, it's 3-1. 8-0 lead for the Revs, bottom of the 5th. They have 2 here in this inning. They got 6 in the bottom of the 3rd. They have 11 hits. They had 10 hits in game 1 of this doubleheader and 10 last night. Now Gillies breaks his bat, pops it up in the infield. The second baseman Massey calls for it. Another infield fly rule in effect there. Back-to-back pop-ups induced by Rowe, and the Revs still have runners at first and second with 2 down now.
Gillies was frustrated there. That pitch was in. It was at least on the corner, maybe even a little further than that. Wasn't able to turn on it. But for the most part, one of the reasons the Revs have had this success, they're not swinging at bad pitches. They're getting into good counts and then mashing, taking advantage.
2 outs, runners at first and second for Spoon. First pitch to him is a fastball, top of the zone. It's 0-1. Spoon has a hit today. Singled in the first inning, was erased on a double play. Walked and scored a run in the 3rd. Lined out to second in the 4th. Here in the 5th, another shot. His team up 8-0. The 0-1 to Travis is low. It's 1-1. Spoon has shown how good of a defender he is in this one. Ran down a ball in the left center gap earlier. At the plate, he's had a nice day. 2 hits in game 1 of this doubleheader, including a double. 3 hits total on the day. A 1-1 from Rowe. Slider misses low and away. It's 2-1. Good hold from Travis. 5 different Revs have driven in a run in this one. Mitchell has 1. Cuevas has 1. Mesa, Burgess, and Dent each have 2. Revs lead at 8-0. Bottom 5.